top second-year quarterbacks that in the 2022 year that can break out, basically, and have fantastic seasons, Max Kellerman.
Yes, Keyshawn Johnson. Let's hear it.
Number 6.
Davis Mills sitting at number 6 of the Houston Texans. A lot of people wonder why the Houston Texans didn't go after a veteran quarterback in the trade with Deshaun Watson in Cleveland picking up Baker Mayfield. That's because they believe in Davis Mills. They believe he had a pretty good year last year, came along toward the end of the season, and they could grow into his second season, and he could have even a better year. That's one of the reasons they didn't select a quarterback at the top of the draft.
Number 5.
Now, number 5 is tricky because I'm not sure it's going to be Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers or Jimmy Garoppolo of the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy's somewhat on a trading block with a shoulder injury, but then again, he's not on the trading block. I'm hearing mixed messages coming out of San Francisco. Some like him, Trey Lance, some love him, some don't know. So he sits at number 5.
Number 4.
Number 4 is interesting, and Evan's probably jumping up and down, kicking and scratching and crawling right now because this quarterback is Zach Wilson. Could burst onto the scene in his second year. The New York Jets certainly did something to upgrade the offense, getting Breece Hall at the running back position, drafting Garrett Wilson. We already know what they have in Corey Davis along with Elijah Moore at the receiver position. Let's find out if he's capable of taking a giant leap in year number 2.
I told you guys they should have drafted Malik Willis. This is why.
Number 3.
Number 3, a team that you just don't like for whatever reason, Max. You don't like the head coach. You despise him. You think he's always up to something. Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots and Mac Jones. This is an interesting. They went out and they got him some help in Devontae Parker from the Miami Dolphins. You would think that the Dolphins gave up on Devontae Parker, but they're deep at the receiving position. Nelson Aguilar is over there along with Kendrick Bourne, along with Jacoby Myers. So second year Mac Jones sitting at 3 on this ranking.
Number 2.
Number 2, probably in a lot of people's minds should be pushed down because it's a new head coach, a new system, not a whole lot of offensive weapons. But I would say this, for a second-year guy in Justin Fields, really it's his first year because last year was a throwaway. He's got a new head coach, so essentially this is his rookie season. I put him at number 2 because I believe his athletic ability and his skill set will surpass everybody else in this particular draft class in terms of the upside of him. Now, number 1 for me is an easy one. You're sitting at number 1 with Trevor Lawrence. They went out and paid a handsome ransom to upgrade the receiving core with Zay Johnson coming over from the Raiders, Kristen Kirk coming over from Arizona. But the caveat and the key piece to all this is Doug Peterson, the head coach that made a run and won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, eventually was fired, had Carson Wentz playing at an all-time high once upon a time, took a guy off the scrap heap in terms of Nick Foles, won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, had people like you again, Max Kellerman, believing that Nick Foles is the answer to all quarterback problems in the National Football League. Trevor Lawrence will have a fantastic year. He'll sit at number 1.
Ooh, I like that list. I definitely, I agree with you for everything but one.
Oh, God, here we go.
It's just one thing. It's just one
Yes.
thing. It's slight. I want to hear your reasoning behind Key's real rankings because, obviously your rankings are seen through the Key mind, which is different than any other mind I've seen in the history of minds. Mac Jones being 3 while Justin Fields is 2. Are you saying that you trust in the evolution of him behind Eberflus as a coach instead of Mac Jones with Bill Belichick, considering last year, even though he didn't sling it as much as you would like, but still it feels like the scheme is more trustworthy with Belichick and Mac Jones and more so not knowing what we're going to get with Eberflus and Fields?
Well, here's what I would say. There's 2 things right here, right? Bill Belichick is probably going to call plays on the offensive side of the ball along with a collective group of the offensive coaching staff for Mac Jones. Mac Jones is going to be pushed down in my rankings because they're not going to allow him to be Patrick Mahomes. They're just going to kind of bottle him in, keep it nice and simple, and allow him to keep developing as a quarterback. Where Eberflus, the head coach, I know nothing about, coming over from Indianapolis as a defensive coordinator. I know nothing about him. He is most likely going to just unleash Justin Fields. And even if he doesn't, Justin Fields' athletic ability and skill set will unleash itself because it just becomes natural. They will win on the offensive side of the ball because of Justin Fields. The New England Patriots will not win on the offensive side of the ball because of Mac Jones. Although Devontae Parker is coming over there, and you look at Mac Jones' rookie season, he completed 68% of the passes. Those are dink and dunks and screens. Let's not fool ourselves, right? He threw 3,800 yards. How many balls was past the damn line of scrimmage? You know, so when you start to look at that, you say to yourself, okay, they're just going to bring him along slowly. And I'll say this again. Young Tom Brady, not 7 Super Bowl winning championship Tom Brady, but everything that they did right with Brady to turn Brady into what he is today, not rush him along, and I think that's where Mac Jones sits.
Well, listen, other than losing your offensive coordinator, which is not a small thing, Mac Jones had a very solid rookie season, and he should get better. I'd have him ahead of Justin Fields, but let me ask you another question about Justin Fields, Key. I look at what they did in the draft. The splashy picks or the high-round picks for the Bears were all on the defensive side of the ball in the secondary, right? That secondary is probably going to be pretty good. The offensive linemen they took like in the middle of the draft, they took a whole bunch of them, but they waited till later on. So maybe 1 or 2 of those guys stick, maybe not. But that's been the whole problem for the Bears offense, right? More than anything, they cannot protect the quarterback. So I look at Zach Wilson. They've been building his line. They brought him in a receiver. They brought him in a running back. And I'm thinking, why isn't it Trevor Lawrence 1, Mac Jones 2, maybe Zach Wilson 3, and Fields 4 until we see what that offensive line looks like, what the wideouts look like, what Eberflus, what you guys are talking about look like.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.